Hi everybody, I'm Shauna. This is Ring of Light Crafts. Bear with me 1 second. I forgot to get my brush out. And I kind of want a thicker brush than the one I have and just found. I threw so much stuff in my drawer I can't grab the brushes I want now. Oh well. Okay, it looks like we're using this one. Alright. So, if anybody comes or not, hello. I did not give any notification that I was coming live. So, it's not that hot, boy. We're going to do something a little different. Well, different for me. We're going to take the Dollar Tree, Christmas tree. These are, how tall are these? They are not tall. Oh my goodness, does it not actually say? Okay, well, best I can do for you is show you the box. It actually does not say the height that I can see on this box. But I got 2 of these at the Dollar Tree. And we're going to turn one of them into a little wee Christmas tree. Well, a little different than what it is. You'll also, let me get rid of that box. You're also going to need some type of jar or tubing. Not tubing, but like a glass jar or something like that. Maybe a can. Sorry guys, watch your eyes. So what I've got is this old Tootsie Roll thing from last year, Christmas. And I've been putting my lip taps in it. Off of water bottles, what kind of bottles I get. And hi Nadia, welcome. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with this. It'll probably all be wet. It's so cold. I put my sweater on. It'll be kind of wet. So we're just going to kind of work through it and just continue to do it all. So we don't have to do it in multi sections. So any jar, old Tootsie Roll containers, anything like this. So you can't find these now, even now at the Dollar Tree. And I think it's the Christmas aisle because, you know, it's a Christmas thing. So, and then of course you need your cheap Dollar Tree. So what we're going to do before I show you exactly what we're going to do to this cheap little tree from the Dollar Tree is if you have a can, obviously you won't have a lid. So if you're just using a can, like an old vegetable can or something like that, go ahead and put like little foam or something inside of it to help support your Christmas tree. So we're going to lower this, and let's start from the bottom, which is this Tootsie Roll can that we don't want it to be a Tootsie Roll can. So I'm going to lower you guys, so watch your eyes, and let's get started. And watch your eyes here. Let me scoot you guys back just a wee bit. You probably can hear every noise on this table, huh? You will need a can or a jar or a cooking can, whatever you got. You will need Mod Podge. Hi Danielle, welcome. You need Mod Podge. And I do not have my other system here set up. And some scratch newspaper, you guys. Or paper towels. If I have paper towels, I actually, sorry, my chair is all squeaky here. I would actually use my paper towels if I had them. So, what we are going to do is I got to find where I left off at. What we're going to do is go ahead and take this, and we're going to take our Mod Podge and our paper towels and work from there. Okay, all newspaper, sorry. I got some of my brushes on this one. All we're going to do is go ahead and rip it up. Rip it however you want, guys. Little squares, long squares, it doesn't really matter. We'll just try it this way and see. I'm going to my sleeves here. And let me just get rid of this real super fast. I have this other thing right here so that I can see exactly what you guys are seeing. It doesn't talk to me or anything. It just lets me know that you guys can see me, which I'm hoping you can because I'm so unorganized. Someone said something to me. I was like, what? No. And I kind of lost my train of thought, so I apologize. So, okay, we got our papers. Let me get rid of this. So we're going to go ahead and work on this here. And on Mod Podge, let me open this. my daughter saw that I was out, so she went up to Walmart and she bought me this. Hi, Robin, welcome. Hi, Johnny, welcome. You grab my garbage can closer to me. Get this in here. So she went and got this for me. Isn't that sweet of Red? And she's like, no, Mom can't be out of this. So I'm going to leave my little things on the inside just because I don't want them all over my house. And we're just going to take our paper all newspaper. I'm so used to paper towels. And we're just going to put it all over everything. So just take your regular Mod Podge. This was purchased at Walmart. And I want to say it was under $6. This here. And so this here is what we got. If you guys hear music, that's from people going by. That is not mine. So anyways, get this going. Because I'm actually in the front room, where I moved my craft room to. That makes it so hard because you hear everyone that goes by. My dogs go crazy with that. They love it. So I'm going to go ahead and take a slitter of a newspaper. And we're just going to put it right on here. Hello, beautiful. Put it right on here. Red just came out and said hi. Well, she looked at me like, really? Alive, Mom? It's too early for alive. She got to sleep in today, so this is her early day. It was very nice of Red Robin. I agree. I was really surprised, too. Because it's her actual own money that she actually earned, not from allowance or anything. So we're just going to go ahead and put this all over here. I'm going to pour this. Oh, this is pretty high. I don't have to pour it. I'm just going to take a big old amount of this and put right over the top of it. Not only will this put this on there, but it will also seal it. And you all know it gives it like a gloss. But at this point, this one, I don't care if it shows the gloss because eventually it will get covered or painted. But to start, we're going to go ahead and just do this. And get all this covered with a nice covering, so don't have to waste a lot of paint on it. And we don't know that this is a Tootsie Roll holder that came from last year. So anyways, let me get this cut and just place it on here however you can get it. I'm just trying to make sure that I absolutely hide the Tootsie Roll. You know, you got to recycle stuff because it's just got to save our environment. So let's just take full advantage of recycling everything we can. And there goes a motorcycle. Yeah, last year there was an accident out here and it was a motorcycle. I was like, oh, broken heart. The person was fine, but the damage that it done to their bodies was like, oh my God. I'm not for motorcycles. I know a lot of people ride them. They are beautiful, beautiful equipment. I do agree with that. But I have a couple of brothers, and one brother 1 year decided to be an idiot and go up the side of a cliff with my sister. And 2 months after the birth of their first child, his only child, and had an accident and rolled down the side of a cliff. So I'm not fond of motorcycles, but thank God for the people that just appeared out of nowhere, right? Then my other brothers told my one sister, don't tell Shauna I got a motorcycle. She would be mad at me and probably kill me. I found out he got a motorcycle when his butt was in a hospital because he decided to flip over top of a car. Okay, give him credit. It actually was the car's fault. They ran out in front of him. And literally, he went right over the top of them. Thank God he went over the top and not under. He only broke quite a few ribs, but he survived. My other brother eventually passed. Not from the motorcycle accident, but he did pass. He passed from, actually, they got the man that hit him for manslaughter. Because man wasn't supposed to be driving. He was old. He lost his license. He was a medical doctor, and he literally just watched my brother die instead of trying to get out and help. And he just had cataract surgery, and he decided he can drive then, too. Some people just don't think before they get behind a wheel. Sorry, I'm not trying to rant. I mean, past is past. We can't fix or change any of it. Just move on as best we can. Okay, so and put this one here. Just get this finished. It doesn't matter if it's showing titles or coloring, stuff like that, or different colorations. It doesn't matter because we're just going to paint over it anyways. I do not want it perfectly flat. I want a little bit of character in it, I believe. So we're just going to kind of leave some of this a little bold. And if you want more character in it, a little more boldiness to it, then go right ahead and feel free to add that in there. And by doing that, all you got to do is add little wads of paper, just little pieces like this, and just do it like a patchwork. And just put it right on there and patch it on there. And any little wrinkles, don't worry about hiding them. It's not necessary. You just leave a little patchwork. Okay, let me save my brush here. Let me see. Add a little bit of water in this cup for my brush. These are some of my good brushes. I don't want to totally lose them. All right. And cover up my Mod Podge. So now that we got this done, we are going to totally pretend this is dry. Sorry, I'm not seeing everything. Oh, you like motorcycle, Robin? Cool. Although from an helmet, not about I just have a thing about motorcycles, but it's okay. Everybody has their rights. It's okay. I'm glad you enjoy what you drive. I mean, that's important, right? So what we're going to do now is we can do one of the things, let it dry, which normally you would just let it dry and then go on. But since we don't have that time, we're just going to go to the next step, which the next step is to choose your color. Now, I'm sticking with the traditional greens and reds with the main decoration. So I think we may actually just go ahead and do the bottom red. Okay, let me get this open. You all know me, I'm just going to put it in a thing. Come on out. You guys, this is acrylic paint. You can find these. Ew, I hate those lumps. You can find this stuff at Walmart, any craft store. This one I did find it at a thrift store. Always look at your thrift stores first, guys. Try to save the environment as much as we can. Save money as well. Now let's pretend this is totally dry, and we're just going to go right to the next step. We're all going to try to save my little cutting board. Let me set that aside. And I got that right in my face here. So let's just go on. Yeah, Grandpa used to ride like bikes too. No more. Not because of me. I mean, he would ride them still if he could. He's just up in age. So I'm not worried about the Mod Podge missing. It's just going to give it that glossy color in there. Just mixing in with the paint. We're just doing this for time's sake. And eventually, even though I won't have it done during this live, I will go back over it one more time at least, just to get it the total red coloration that I want on it. I might even add a bowl or something to this once it dries, decorate it. You know, your limitation is only your imagination. You're only limited to your imagination here, or what you have in your household to upcycle, or what you found to upcycle. Don't spend money if you can help it. I'm sure we all got something that we consider garbage, and we can make something out of them. So, let me show you what I'm talking about. It'll get all of me. I don't care. See these on the inside, guys? Just lids. I got a few bells and stuff in there, too. But most people just throw these away. Let's not throw them away, because I'm going to be showing you all how to make a flower soon out of them. Hold on 1 minute. Let me raise you guys up. My system decided to do something, and I want to make sure it doesn't end us. So I just need to push cancel super fast. Okay, cancel that. Okay, the minute that I was about to lose you guys. Let me lower you back down. So, okay, so let's just pretend this is all nice, painted, and dry. And all my little holdings are back in here. What I'm going to do is, with these stuff in here, we're going to go ahead and use this, because we're going to use this, keep this as something we can stick stuff in. But since I already have some stuff, I don't need to put foam or anything in there. Oops. I don't want the paint though. Let me put that in. Oh yeah. So we're just going to pretend that all this stuff is back in here and good enough, and put our lid back on. You want to keep the lid if you got a Tootsie Roll thing. The reason why that is, we're going to go ahead. Oh, you do not like motorcycles. Oh, okay. Gotcha. You know, when my sister was in her accident and they rolled down the side of the cliff, I do believe they were not wearing helmets. I don't think the helmet law was passed then. Okay, well, anyways, thank God they didn't go. God saved them. We can go ahead. Our next step is, you guys, let me grab it because I just tossed it all to the side, is pretend this is dry, okay? Now, this is a Dollar Tree trees that they have. They have white and green. I bought two and I was going to make something else, and I told that somebody else that we followed did it. So I'm like, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it my other way. So we're going to do it the other way. We'll go ahead and take our Dollar Tree tree here. We'll just get this one since it's close to me. Set this little baby aside, or give it a chance of somewhat dry. And we're going to go ahead and take our tree out of the box, and we're going to open it. And I'm going to cover up my paint, guys. 1 second here. Okay. Grab some tissue because I'm out of the real tissue, so I'll just grab some of this. Get it off my fingers here real fast. Go ahead and take it out of the box. The first thing that you will know is it comes with this on the bottom, okay? And it comes with 3 little stands. We're going to discard those, so just set them aside. Don't throw them away. Save them for something else. And go ahead and take it right off. Now, next step is we're going to straighten all this stuff out as if we were going to use it as just like it was supposed to be with the 3-piece stand on it. Just going to straighten them out. But I'm going to do it slightly different. I'm going to pull mine down a little further. Because they don't have to go out like that, just because, let me raise you up just slightly. It doesn't have to go out like that just because everybody does it that way. We can angle them more down. There's another way to do this as well that calls for literally taking off every branch and then redoing them, and I'm not going to go into such a detail of that because that's very time consuming. And I'm sure nobody wants to spend 2 hours on remaking a tree when they already had it made. Although you can, it'd be a lot of fun. Okay, so as you can tell, these trees pretty much do not have a lot of coverage on them. There's a lot of opening. So here's the trick. For another $1.08 at the Dollar Tree, they have these little package. And they're a little lighter in color, but that's okay. It'll give it more detail. These run, I believe it's 12 to a container. What we're going to do is simply fold it in half. And whatever you think your tree needs a little something extra, you can add them. But let's go ahead and bring over our wet container here. And if you have the foam, glue, or whatever, main lid, we're just going to stick this in here and make it stay. There you go. Then we can start adjusting our tree the way we want it. Okay. And I think I would like some more limbs. So I'm going to go ahead and take these. And just where I think that it's too bald, you just take one of these and just do a nice little twist around it. Maybe once or twice, just enough to make it stay. And pull it and then bend them down too, just like the other ones. Bend down. If you want, add a little bit of glue so it stays right in the spot that you absolutely want it. Oh, which I realized I did not even plug in my glue gun. So, while I grab my glue gun, guys, forgive me, I started to do a whole different thing, and I just got a wee bit sidetracked. I'm a little unorganized. Oops, sorry. I realized that probably echoed. I have this new mic because I'm being told that people are having a hard time hearing me. So I got this mic actually for red. So we were just using it on this, and I keep forgetting it does tend to quite echo. Let me grab my glue stick. There we go. And we'll just give that a second to get warm. Oops, come back to our little guy here, and we'll get busy. We're going to go ahead. Had a red material on it, I don't know why. We'll go ahead and add some more little limbs, wherever you want your limbs to be. You can always readjust them, glue them, cut them, make them fit into a certain size you want them. Let me bend this one, and we're going to just slide this little baby right through here. I don't want to cover all the base. I just want to give it a little more life to it. Just a little. So I'm just going to twist that in there. Bring it back around. I'm just literally just twisting that one. And we'll just twist it across each other. And pull it. And make them go down. I really like these extra stems. We'll add another one. I know we got one here, but this side, I don't know if you can see that. This side looks a little bare. So I'm going right on the top of this one that I just did. And we're just going to add another one right in here. And you can also just twist them like you would a twist tie as well. And just add it right in there. Now, eventually, I might go through and add lights to this. But for this beginning part, we're not going to. And I think I would like to have my glue gun hot so I can make them stay. Separate another one here. So I think we had totally actually used only 3 of these. This is our 3rd one here. Once again, I'm just bending them in half. We're just going to slide it to the empty spot and get it to go where you don't like the real bare area. And got a hold of it. And this feels like 2 for some reason, but it's not. And get it to twist. It's going to make it hard on me because it's thicker than the other one. But that's all right. We'll make it work, right? Put it where we want it to be. And make our little branches go down and out. There we go. This top one is supposed to be the really, yeah, I don't like that. We'll actually go ahead and just shorten that piece down. I know you can't see that piece, but while our glue gun gets hot, we'll just go ahead and go on and talk about the next step. Let me see if it's hot enough. We can actually just go on. Let me put some glue in there. Come on. It will stand eventually, you guys. Right now, the tree is just not sealed. So what I'm going to do with this here, because it doesn't have, I'm using the inside for storage of little pieces, and I want to be able to continue with that. I'm simply going to glue my tree. I don't know if you can see it, but the very base where that opening is that we stuck it through, and take the glue gun and just go ahead and apply your hot glue right in there and make that hold it in. Give it a chance to dry. Give this a little chance to, I didn't have problems with my glue gun. Get that in there. There we go. Make it go right there. And give it a chance to just kind of dry there for a second. And once we continue with this, hello, beautiful. Hello. I don't know what she's doing. I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see her. She's kind of stuck her nose out the door. Like, hello, people. She's like, why am I up? This is my birthday. Okay. So we'll just get that to stay just like that. Hopefully it will. You still got somebody outside with music. I don't own the rights to no music if you guys are hearing music. I can hear it, but I don't own the rights. Okay, so the pieces that we added, and I didn't have my glue gun ready, we're going to go ahead and go back. I don't know if you can see. I'm just going back right over the top of where I put one, and I'm just going to slide that right up over that glue. That way, by sliding it, it just catches all the little twigs that it has on it and holds it in the spot I wanted it originally. So, whoops. We'll just go ahead. I forgot it was wet. We'll just go right ahead, turn it around, because I have one right over here kind of hiding. And we're just going to do the exact same thing. Just add a little bit of glue right in there to help hold that in its spot. And there was one more piece right here because we only had 3. Add one right here, add some glue to this, and slide that piece you already had right, just lowering it just slightly, just enough to hide the glue and catch onto it right where you had it. So now once it starts to dry, just a wee bit. Okay, I don't have my bottom totally sealed. I forgot the other side. Let me add some glue right over here. It'll just take a few more minutes to totally dry. That's okay. We got that little baby going. So now that we got our tree going, and we're pretending the bottom's all nice and pretty, and go ahead and cut that one piece off that I absolutely hate on top, and I'll show you why. Let me see. Oh, sorry guys, I keep forgetting about that thing. Let me get rid of the water. Let me raise you guys up slightly here. You see the top part? This is the very tip of the tree that goes way up high. I personally don't like those, so I'm just going to cut it about so and take it off. Set that piece aside and then lower that to go with the same angle as the rest of my tree. And what's great about this, once this thing dries, you can always go back around, and if you find something you absolutely hate, you can readjust it to the way you want it. Now the fun part about this is at the Dollar Tree, and I have to say you're lucky to find them, because I've looked for 2 years and never found them until now. So we're going to take advantage of that. These are, let's see if I can tear this whole piece off. Base fills, they're called. It's 110 in a pack at the Dollar Tree for $1.08 with tax. We're going to use these little balls. Now, if I had them, this is a part that I would go ahead and I would actually start adding my lights to it. But my lights, I hooked them up in my kitchen, so I'm not going to be able to do my lights. I would go ahead at this point, add any lights that you guys wanted to add to your tree, okay? But for fun, what we're going to do is take our little balls, try to keep them in one spot, and we're going to stick them right on the edge of our tree. There's all sizes, and what's cool about this is if you don't know if you absolutely want to keep them there, just simply don't glue them. So once you decide you want to keep it there and you don't want it to ever come off, take it off. You see, you got that little hole where it had that little imprint. Will you stay there? Where it has that little imprint there. Just add a wee bit of glue there and stick it right back on your little branch, and it'll stay forever until it gets destroyed, whatever the case may be. And you got our little light. So we're going to do a few of these, and then actually once we get this done, besides adding decoration stuff to the bottom once it's totally dry, there is one more step that I want to show you guys how to do. So we're going to go ahead and just add some of these on here first. And I won't glue them because that takes up so much time. So we're just going to go through. I'll glue them on later. There's all sizes and there's all colors in these guys. I just bought the green, basic green and red before. They have blue and other color, blue and white and gold and white, and I think silver and white. So, I mean, they have all neat kinds, different sizes. So you can always add different sizes or keep them all one size. I mean, you got 110 bulbs to choose from. Let me add this little guy right here. So we're just going to stick these right in here. Let's come back here. That one had a hole on this side. We'll just use the same hole it had. Okay, so they just look like little light bulbs, put on little Christmas bulbs, if you will. We'll go ahead and my thing's a little flobby, but that's okay. I need a big one on the bottom because it's big, right? The little ones I'll put to the very top. And just go around, just add them here and there. It will get more stable once it totally dries. And if you put, like I said, the little holder like you would if you do an artificial flower or something, if you put that in there, it would hold very well. Why don't we just stick this little guy way over here, because I feel like I'm doing all red. And obviously I'm very fond of red. Hint my daughter. So we'll just add some green right through here. Go ahead and put a green right here. Now remember, I'm just sticking these on, and they will stay for a long time if you just wanted to do that. Just simply stick them on. That way later, after Christmas is over, if you want to tear it apart to put it into storage, or recycle your little bulbs on something else. Let's say you don't really need an extra tree and you have one. Just feel free to tear them apart. And just the part where you put the hole in originally, as long as you don't glue them, you can just rip them apart and use that. Let me add this little guy right here. I'll go ahead and add. Let me switch it way over here because there's no red in this back half. We got some of the little guys showing up. Let's just stick some of these right on top. I think I might have broke that one, but that's okay. Let's stick a red one. Just turn them. I'm trying to get at least almost every other one, if I can. Oops, that's a little one. Let's put it towards the top. We're just literally sticking them right on this. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Oops, keep my bell. And here's another little one. We'll just stick him over here. Boy, I was cold earlier, and then I stopped doing stuff, and now I'm hot. Guess it's time to change a little later here. Okay. Get this to go around. Let's add some red up here. We almost got them all on there. And you can do mixed colors too, guys. It doesn't have to be green and red. It can be blue, orange, any color you want that you have that you like. Totally up to you. Now remember, I'm not gluing these on. I just want to stick them in here for now. Let me add a red one here. Go ahead and add, let's add you right here. And you can see that one hiding in there. I've got a few green ones real close, so let's add some in here. There's a green. So these work for like your little light bulbs, little Christmas bulbs. That's good. Little one right on top. There we go. And when you guys get to your very top, you can add your star, an angel, whatever your heart desire. We got some big ones here. A big one right here. Okay. I think this is starting to look pretty cool, actually. I think I may actually leave it instead of even taking them off just to glue them on. I like it. And just readjust these however you want. And at this point, you're starting to put your stuff on, you guys. My lips are so dry, sorry. If you decide you actually want something different, maybe ribbon, or little, if you have little anything that you want to put on your tree, take advantage of it. Just stick those circles right on there. This is your tree. Make it your tree. Doesn't have to be the way I'm doing it. You can do it your way. And we just adjust everything. Make it look like a little Christmas tree. Feel free to add, twist, take away, whatever you want to do to it. We got a few more here that have nothing. So I think we'll just go right around here and add them. Just add a couple extras. I am trying to cover every piece, every one of these, and give them a little something. Because the next step is what's going to give it more character. It's okay if red is close to a red. We'll just add that right in there. Any other little pieces? Okay, I think we look pretty good. Let me get rid of these. Definitely don't want my puppy getting a hold of these. The other day, she got a hold of one of my apples. Oh my God, guys. Too bad it wasn't a real apple. I wouldn't panic. She asked, guess it had like a dye on it, or pink, and I'm hoping that it was non-toxic. But she got a hold of that, and she decided, oh, this tastes good and ate it before we can catch her. And we're running all over the house trying to catch that little brat. And then the next thing I know, Grandpa's telling me, Shauna, she's peeing red. So make sure it ain't blood. I'm like, oh my God, she ate the apple. I wish it was a real apple. She loves apples. Don't get eating anything. So I go in and I look at it. I'm like, oh, thank God. It's just the paint. No blood at all. So I'm like, oh, I might get to keep my puppy another 20 years if I'm lucky. She's not even a year old. She's actually Red's puppy. It was for Sweet 16 birthday present. And I just love that little thing to death. Okay, so now that we got this foam, we are totally pretending that the bottom's dry here. This is where you will look at it, you guys, and decide if you want any extra pieces put in here. Oh, I missed one. Or check and see if you missed any little pieces. Let me just grab one. Those are all red. We want a green. Okay. And this is where you just go right ahead and just check everything over. Make sure you're ready for the next step. Because once we do the next step, we do have to wait. So let's get to it. The next step is a lot of people are using frost. They think, oh, this is cool. We'll just put some frost on it. Well, that's fine and dandy. But a lot of people don't have frost. And I'm one of them. So what we're going to do is white acrylic paint. If they even come out of my bottle here. Let me open this up. This one's getting old. And we're going to simply go right ahead around this. Get some paint out. I'll show you here. You lower you guys down, okay? You start from the top, bottom, however you want. I'm just getting a little bit of paint. I mean, it's just so dry. I'm just going to put just a little on the edge of my brush, okay? Kind of, don't want it like this. You don't want thick. You just simply want to kind of just make sure there's no thickness at all to it. And we're going to paint our tree. This will be our Christmas frost. So go ahead and get a hold of your tree wherever you can. Oops, come on, let me have you. And we're just going to go through it real simple. We'll just do a couple of places so you guys can see. I'm just going to go through it and just add, kind of paint a little bit of whiteness in there. And it gives it the illusion that it has snow on it. Just the illusion. That's all we're after. It's a little bit of an illusion. And just paint that. So this is one way you can add your fake frost if you don't have frost. Just by adding some white paint. You can get some on the very back too. And just keep your illusion going. And this will start giving your tree that look of snow. And from far away, you're going to think, oh, you put frost on it. In reality, you know your secret. You painted it. Thank you, Grandpa. Oops, come on. There we go. And whoops. Gotta make sure you don't gob it. Just go right through here and we'll just slightly paint it. We're not trying to get every single branch because that's not the point of it. We just want it to look like the snow is just starting to fall, starting to hit our little Christmas tree. Something fun. Now, I always say this is something you can do with your children's stuff. A lot of these channels are putting children's rights into the channels, which they should. We want to protect our children. I have never truly read the entire instructions on the acrylic paint. I always took their word for it. That is non-toxic. Parents, if you do this with your children or grandparents, just make sure that everything is non-toxic and they don't get hurt. If you're using a glue gun, then just, supervise them. We don't want our kids hurt. We just add some little white here. We spread these two apart just a wee bit. There we go. I'm holding it on from the very top to try to hold it and keep it solid space here. We're just going to paint right over these. And you don't even have to do every one of them. Just, whoops. Remember, we don't want to glob it, so we just kind of tap off the paint just a little. And go back through it, get some in the middle. And once it's dry and you decorate the bottom the way you want it, which I wish I pre-did that, but then I couldn't show you how to do it, so it kind of sucked both ways. I just wanted to be able to let you guys see it. So what I will do is let this totally dry, and then later today when I actually upload it, if I decide to upload this to YouTube or anything like that, my cover, the little, what do they call it, thumbnail, I will take a photograph of it so you guys can see exactly what it looks like all done and nice and dry. So you just go through here, and just because I'm using white, who says it has to be white? I mean, there's all kinds of colors in this world. Colors are amazing. Who says you have to be traditional? Just use your imagination. If your kids say, Mom, I want a black Christmas tree, well, if that's okay with you, then make it a black Christmas tree. It's okay. You can do fluorescent colors, whatever colors you want. I'm just sticking with the traditional because I saw that and that's the first thing that popped in my head. I thought, oh, I'll do this instead. So we're just adding some more little paints. I'm just tabbing it in there, you guys. Try not to get it so thick on your brush, which that is. Let me get that off. And holding the top. And we're just literally painting. This would be kind of fun, I think. Let your grandkids or your kids do this part because they can see, they can watch the transformation. Going from green into a semi-white snow-covered Christmas tree. I think they would get a kick out of that. I found a couple that I missed bulbs on. This is when you can go back and like make a mental note. Hey, I gotta go back here and need a bulb. After this is totally dry, I think I will add my little lights. And I'll take 2 pictures. One with it done so you guys can see what it looks like done. And then one with all the lights and everything off. Best we can with the still sun nice and bright, no window here, and we'll take a picture that way as well so you can see it with just the lights. So we're just painting some of this on here. Just kind of hit every little branch if you want. You don't even have to do that. It's totally up to you because you got to remember everything's at different states and where we live. Some people have the snow and it's literally covering their entire grounds. And some people barely got a little crust. And some people are like me, sunny California, we're not going to get none. And if we do, I will make a huge video on that just so y'all can see amazing miracle happening, which happened one time in my life. And I am 51 years old. So only one time did this happen in California during my lifetime that I'm aware of. Now, it does snow in California in the higher altitudes, mountain range, stuff like that, of course. And we can add a little bit of white paint on our bulbs too if you want. Just kind of block it on there. It doesn't matter. But if it does snow here, believe me, I will take a huge video and say it's a miracle. And God must have really blessed us, except for me, because I hate snow. I have a good reason. When I was 19, I went up to the snow with somebody I trusted very much. It was a job. And not a bad experience. I cannot say it was a bad experience, but I did end up having some heart issues because I'm very cold-blooded as it is. So I don't have a warm body. So I'm always cold. And I think just the initial coldness and sleeping in the snow and everything just kind of hit me the wrong way and kind of went berserk. But the gentleman and the people that I was there to take care of took care of me. So I could say my boss. I get some white out. Sorry if you get it echoes. But I had a great time. It was a once in a lifetime experience, and I never ever went back again, and I never will. Buckeye keeps telling me, move to the snow. No. She's funny. I tell her all the time, not a chance, but I never told her why. It just dawned on me. I never ever told her why that I have this non-like of the snow. So, but that's all right. I am a type of person that would go out and chase storms. If I was physically able, I would totally go out and chase storms because I love winter storms. And right now we get sun, so I'm a little disappointed in the sun. But I'm grateful that we have a good day. So as you guys can see, I'm just kind of blabbering. Sorry. That's one way to get to know me a little better, I guess. I'll go through here and just add a little bit of snow on top of our bulbs. That was a strange noise. Anyways. Let me add some here. My daughter was like, Mom, let's go to snow. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I've never really seen snow. And she hasn't, which really sucks. I took her to the snow. She saw snow. She knows it's cold. But she pointed out, Mom, it was not snowing at the time we were there. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. It wasn't. It's like, I'm so sorry, love. It's like, someday I'm going to live in the snow. I'm like, oh, well, good for you. You go for that, girl. You have fun with that. She's like, you won't come, will you? Like, nope. You just send me my grandbabies when that time comes, and I'll spoil them rotten and ship them back off to you. No, I wouldn't let them go by themselves. I would have to spoil them rotten. My other grandbabies, they get to come down in March. So we will have 2 Christmases. My actual Christmas on December 25th with, my general family, my beautiful redhead, my red, and Grandpa. We will have our Christmas here. And then on March, my grandchildren are coming down, and they're not going to really get a Christmas this year because they're trying to save that money so they can come back down here and spend time with us. So we're like, we'll just have another Christmas so my grandbabies will get Christmas. So we're going to have 2 wonderful Christmas. Okay, guys, well, what do you think? I know we still got to add some white to the very tip top here, but I'm not exactly sure if you guys can see this well. Oh, hi, Ruth. Welcome. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. Hi, Gloria. Welcome, you guys. I'm glad you're here. So we're just going to add a little bit more white on top of some of our bulbs. You don't have to do this part. You're not doing everything you want. I know, I'm real that way. I tell you guys, you don't have to do this. Well, you don't. Use your creations. I'm just giving you a general idea what you could do if you wanted. So, I see one branch that's totally misty underneath. So we'll just go ahead and we'll grab that real fast. So my daughter tells me, Mom, after college, I'm going to move to Canada and live in the snow. I'm like, okay. She's like, so when you come, I'm like, no, not happening. Not coming. Well, what is Skype, whatever it's called, Zoom? We'll do that. With your grandbabies. I'll make sure I see my grandbabies. I'll make sure I see you. I'm not moving to Canada. She's like, no, Mom, I don't want you to move with me. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because I can handle the snow. Beautiful as it is, and God knows it's absolutely gorgeous. I can't do it. So those of you that live up in the snow, I bet it's gorgeous. I do have to admit, I love the way snow looks. It reminds me of an empty canvas. And if you ever come to my home and you see my home, you would notice that 99% of my walls are not white. My walls are colored. Because to me, white means, hey, give me the paints. God's telling me I can paint something on this. So I have a big flower mirror on one of my hall walls that the girls are working on. These walls are turquoise. I love this color. And gray. Love the gray. I didn't think I'd like gray in the house, but I really like the gray. And bathrooms and stuff are like purples and violets and, stuff like that. The big back room where I was have yet to be painted. And that's only because I'm actually going to have to hire someone. I never ever thought I would say that. I would have to hire someone to paint the walls because I am very short. And with the way my back was injured, there is no way on earth I can go up on a ladder anymore and paint. So I will hire someone to come in there and paint that. My daughter and I have been debating what color we should paint it. So, there you guys go. Real simple, you guys. Real easy. You can make it with the wee ones. Just enjoy it with them. Have fun making it. And once it dries, if you want to readjust something, just readjust it. If you want to add to it, you can add to it. Do it however you want it done. And I will finish at the bottom and add the lights when it's totally dry. Just to show you the top. All we did is went around. Remember, instead of the tree going up and out like the normal Christmas tree was, we all down but falling out. We went more down with them. So I hope you guys liked it. It was fun talking to you guys and making our little Christmas tree here. Now I will clean up my mess. Yeah, I'll clean up my mess. I usually wait. And then I get mad because then I'm covered in paint, right? So anyways, you guys, I really thank you for coming. If you like this, please share. I am on YouTube. I'm under Ring of Light Crafts. Feel free to come over there and subscribe and hit that bell and click all. It comes up with like 3 things, but click all so that way you know exactly when I'm coming on and you won't miss anything if you like. So as always, thank you guys so very much for joining me. And as always, be blessed.